Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is an author. No, he's not. He's a filmmaker. He's an artist, and he did our new opening. He's done so much. Stay tuned. Here he comes. Phillip, come on over. I keep wanting to say you're an author. Are you writing something?
Yeah, I can.
You are? Could you write something? Here, have a seat. How are you?
How's it going?
Great. So we met through the most incredible, serendipitous way. I happened to be looking for stock footage for our new opening, and I get a message in my Facebook that exact same day, because I haven't looked for footage in probably 10 years, and I get this thing from Nancy, goes, bloop, I have a friend named Phillip who's a great filmmaker. You might want to check him out. And I checked out your reel. I was blown away, captured by what you were able to capture with your camera. Can you tell us about your documentary? Because some of the footage that you didn't use is included in our beautiful opening.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to talk about it. So it was a project that came to me when I was finishing up my last year at NYU Tisch, where I went to study film. And I just had this vision of a film that goes through all 4 seasons and shot as if it's one day, sunrise to sunrise, and it travels through the state of New York, you know, the state that I call home. And so I started, and it took me 3 years, but I got everything I needed and spent, you know, the best 3 years of my life making this film. And last year it premiered at the Cinema Arts Center, and I've shown it at a few places since then. And this April it's coming out on Earth Day for public view online. Yeah.
What's also amazing about you, and we were going to cover it towards the end of the story here, but let's talk about that now. You're the youngest artist to ever be displayed at the Heckscher Art Museum.
Yeah. So I started there when in high school they had, before I ever did film, I was always an artist. I still am. I always will be. And so before, when I was in high school, there was a competition called Long Island's Best. And it was a, you know, Long Island-wide competition for young artists. And I ended up putting in a piece and finding out that my piece won Best in Show. And ever since then, like, I've always entered every competition they had, juried competition, I'd enter there. And they've been incredibly supportive of me and my art and other people's, young people's art. So I'm very thankful to them.
And now your documentary is going to be showing there.
Yeah, my documentary will be showing there March 14th. And I'm really excited about that. I couldn't be happier, yeah.
You've done a TEDx Talk.
Yeah.
I've done a TED Talk. Tell us about the subject of yours.
My TEDx Talk was about the film, actually, about the feature film called 5. It's the documentary I told you about. And I explained, you know, my relationship with New York and growing up in the city, then moving to Long Island, and then traveling a lot upstate in nature, where I feel most at home, of all places. And I talk about my different experiences and how they led me to create the film and what inspired it and the reason why it's important now. And I believe it is. And go watch the TED Talk if you feel inspired to, and it'll give you a better idea.
Community advocate. Your community means a lot to you. So in your spare time, and I know there isn't really a lot of spare time because you are really working a lot.
Yeah.
Why do you like to give back to your community? What's so important about what you feel people should stand up for?
Well, I wasn't really involved in the community until I found out this organization called Community Solidarity, of all things, and it really changed my life. I started 4 years ago volunteering, and it really brought me closer with my neighbors and people I would never interact with otherwise in a way that was really inspiring. And together we go and we pick up food from Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, all these places that have excess food, and if they have nowhere to put it, they're overstocked or things like that, they throw it out. And so we pick up that food and we bring it to the people who need most. And it's a give and take situation where everybody's giving and everybody's receiving something back because the community helps out. You meet people, you find something meaningful to do with your time, and it's just fun. Like, we have dance-offs at the end. It's just, it's great to see people coming together, all ages, all backgrounds. And
even flowers,
yeah,
you know, which
flowers.
is so lovely, because sometimes, you know, they even offer flowers, and that's such a nice thing, a luxury item that, you know, sometimes, you know, it could be somebody's birthday or something like that, and here somebody might be hungry or homeless and in need, and so not only are you nourishing, you know, their body, but also their spirit and
Yeah.
their soul.
And it-
you know,
and
their
it-
face lights up, right?
Yeah, you should have seen the day after Valentine's Day. We got so many rose donations. Everybody in the crowd got a giant bouquet of roses. It was beautiful.
Well, your work is stunning and spectacular. And like I said, I can't thank you enough. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary, Phillip. And so Tony Liuzzi, who works with us, created our first opening. And I'm going to show them back to back. And then I'm going to show the opening that we were able to create with Nick Liuzzi and your footage. So
Incredible.
thank you so much.
Yeah, it's so great.
You're wonderful.
Thank you,
Please
Donna.
stay tuned for both of those openings 10 years ago and our opening today, coming up next.
The sun will rise, so take